Hello guys, welcome back to Cloudtopiaa, your cloud partner. In this video, we will walk you through setting up your own Postgres database on Cloudtopiaa instance, step by step. Whether you are building an app, testing an API, or managing analytics, Postgres on Cloudtopiaa gives you secure, scalable database environment in minutes. First, let's get into the screen. We will quickly spin an instance for database. First, we will log in. We'll navigate to Instance tab. We'll launch an instance. We'll name it as Postgres itself, PostgreSQL. And we'll go for the source, of course, Ubuntu 24. And for the flavors, I am going for the basic since it is a demonstration. If you are for in a real-time production, you need very large space, so do accordingly. So I'm going for very basic. And networks, I will go for the demo network port security. Here we have to check. I will give default permissions which I created, which is for 3, 22 and 80. And we need one more port to be exposed since it is Postgres, it is 5432. So if you check, I have already created this security group. We will attach this also. So this is done. So key pairs, I will go for our key pairs. Yeah, we are launching an instance. Yeah, we quickly spin an instance. We will associate an IP address. Associate an IP address. So we'll copy the IP address. So we'll come to our SSH client. Since I'm using MacBook, my default terminal have the privilege to SSH. So first thing, we'll go to the access key location. So it is easy. So first thing, we have to put it in the keygen, our IP. Since I used this IP address before. Yeah, now SSH -i at copies Ubuntu at yes. All set. The first mandatory step is sudo apt update. We have to update every packages. We updated. So it's working on. So now we will go for Postgres official page. I've already opened it. I will show it again. Go for the downloads and what servers we are using. Since I'm using Linux, I'm going for Linux Ubuntu. So Ubuntu has like default has in default package Postgres. So Ubuntu has in distribution itself. So we can install using apt sudo apt. So this is done. Now we'll go for sudo apt install Postgres. Yes, it will take a bit of time. 175 MB has to be installed. So it is available in all Ubuntu versions. So you can just go through the documentations, how to create and all. You can see the documentation over here. There's a history and SQL syntax, how to installation from source code. You can just go through the documentation for better understanding. So it's almost done. Yeah, so it is done. Now we'll check whether it is working or not. We'll check the status. Sudo systemctl status Postgres service. So as you can see, it is active. So we will get into the Postgres shell. For that, sudo -u, Postgres is the default username, PSQL. So we reach here /shell. As you can see, there is already one database name Postgres and owner is Postgres. So we will create a new user. For that, the command is create username. I will go for demo user itself with password. Give password as admin123. Please give good password. Okay, I'm just doing for this demonstration. Create a role. We'll create a database. Create database. Demo DB with owner. We have to give who is owner. Otherwise, it will take the default Postgres. So I will give demo user. Yeah. We have to grant every privilege. Then grant all privileges on database to demo DB to our demo user. Yeah. Sorry, we have to give here demo DB. So we granted. So this is done. Now we have to give the remote access. So now we have able to access in the server, inside the server. We need it to client IP or external. So there is an application called pgadmin. I will show that. So we successfully created an user and also we created a database. So this is all visible inside the localhost. If you want to connect to the client IP or address, we need to make a certain changes. For that, sudo nano /etc postgres /16/main. We'll go for the config file. In the config file, we have to change over here. There is listen address. So since it is defaultly for local address, we have to change it for, I'm just giving for all. Otherwise, I can give my local MAC address of, IP address of my device. If you want any like specific to client IP address, you have to give specific client IP address. So I will give star so that anybody can access. I'm saving it. So now we have to change the in PGFBA also HBA. So here we have to add host. Not able to see. No. We'll change it. Host. All, give all, and we give everybody can access this. If you give like this /0 and we give password as MD5. Okay. Save. So we have to restart the Postgres. Sudo system ctl restart PostgreSQL .service. We will check the status. As you can see, it is active. So now there is an application in, like, if you want to access in Mac OS, there is a, or Ubuntu, if you want to access in GUI, there is an application called PG admin. We will use that. So it gives a GUI for your database. So this is the PG admin. Go for here, and is the download option is there, and you can just whether if you need a container or Mac OS, you can download from here. I already have this one in my PC, so I'm not downloading it. You can download accordingly, okay, if you want to see. And for the remote access also. So we'll go for PG admin. So this is the app. As you can see, the elephant, which is the emblem of PostgreSQL. So it's starting off here. It's waiting for PG admin. Will take a bit of time. Yeah. So I will create new connection. So already, yeah. Cancel it. We'll connect to new server. In the server, we have to give the name, IP address, this one, and no. Here we'll just give the name demo db tutorial. So in the connection, we'll give the IP address. What is our database name? We can give the database name as the which one we created, demo db, and it is demo user, and password will be admin123. Thing is done. Boom. We paste to here. We'll check your database. So we are successfully connected. As you can see, demo db. As you can see, we'll check the schemas, and in the schema we'll check the table. So since there is no table, we'll quickly create one table. We'll go for GPT to ask some table. So create table, and we have to give the type and all. Create a table name, user in PSQL. We can just frame it and it will give you the code. Yeah. Okay, this. And we'll go for the terminal. Either you can go for the terminal, otherwise you can directly from here also you can do. So we'll show from here sudo -u postgres PSQL. Then we'll change our db/c demo db. We are in demo db. We'll paste it. So we created table. Now we'll check in the PG admin. If you reload here, we'll refresh the DB. Now if you check, you can see the user, what all columns are there: ID, username, email, and password. So you can see there. Here also we can write the query. From here we can write the query from here. No tool space. PSQL tool. Yeah. So as you can see, you are able to get into the we are able to access using remote access. Yeah, that's it. So like you just created a PostgreSQL in the Cloudtopiaa instance, and we will just summarize what we did. First, we spin an instance in Cloudtopiaa. We installed Postgres in it, and we created a database and the user, And once it's done, we change some tweak the Postgres configuration to accept the remote access. In the remote access, we given everything star. Since like we I'm accessing the local, I have to check the IP address of this, then I can give only this thing. If you give the star, anybody can access. So if you want like very secure, you have to give only that IP address which has to able to access. Same go for like PGHPA. In that we added like host all, right? If you want to specify like give only one database to be accessed, their host instead of hold, give the database name instead of hold, the other all will give the demo user's name. So and 0.0.0 we can also control over there to give the IP address, so that particular IP address can have that particular database. And once done, we downloaded the PG admin and we remotely accessed and we run the query. So that's it, that is for today. So we easily created deployed your own PostgreSQL in Cloudtopiaa instance.